Everyone has the right to feel safe, but many people don't. And some groups of people feel especially unsafe. They might be targeted because their gender, race, religion, nationality, sexual orientation, or gender expression doesn't conform to the narrow expectations of the societies they live in. So they are subjected to enormous prejudice and are frequently at risk of being mocked, physically abused, or even killed. Homosexual people and transgender people are frequent targets of abuse. Their sexual orientation or their gender expression doesn't match some people's expectations about gender and sexuality and about what it means to be a man or a woman, which sometimes leads to homosexual, bisexual, and transgender people being forced out of their homes and places of worship. Some are even told that being gay, lesbian, or transgender means they are evil or unnatural, but there are no evil sexual orientations or gender identities and expressions, and no valid arguments which support this view. And there's lots of scientific evidence which supports the fact that different sexual orientations and gender identities occur naturally. So there is nothing evil or unnatural about who you love and who you are. And these intolerant ideas are also harmful because they undermine the dignity of the people who endure them, which might prevent them from fully participating in society. When people are targeted because of who they are or some characteristic about them, they are the victim of a hate crime. Homosexual and transgender people are frequent targets of hate crimes. In fact, nearly 50% of hate crimes are committed against them. And a hate crime isn't only intended to harm an individual, it's a threat to everyone who is like that individual. People who commit hate crimes against gay or trans individuals often intend to communicate the idea that being gay or being a trans individual is not acceptable and will not be tolerated.
My name is Vendi Isaac. I work as a researcher at Human Rights Watch and I identify as a Black lesbian. Why are hate crimes different from other crimes? The message is not only to the individual, but to the entire social group that you are not wanted in that community or in society. If a Black lesbian is targeted for rape, the message that the perpetrator is sending is that, first of all, they do not accept the person's sexual orientation, but also that lesbians are not safe and not wanted in the community. If a gay man, a feminine gay man is targeted, it's again communicating that kind of femininity is unacceptable because of patriarchy, because of misogyny, and all of the other issues that we have to contend with in our society.
This can prevent people from loving who they want to or expressing themselves freely, despite these rights being protected by our Constitution. We all need to work together to overcome these intolerant attitudes. Being gay or trans is perfectly natural and is protected by our Constitution. Everyone has the right to love and to be whomever they wish, and nobody is allowed to infringe on these rights, regardless of their or your religious and cultural beliefs. In order to foster a society safer for all that respects everyone's right to dignity, we need to ensure that people are able to freely express their sexual orientation, gender expressions, and gender identity. And where needed, we can turn to organizations like the South African Human Rights Commission, the Commission for Gender Equality, Access Chapter 2, Iranti, Triangle Project, and Out LGBT Wellbeing, who might have the resources to help.